Hey everybody, welcome back to Stratego Freaks. Here's another game played the other day. This was against a high-level player, pretty close to 600, and this player skirts around 600 or above most of the time. The reason I posted this game is because once again I wanted to talk about intuition and how that plays a factor in a lot of these games that I play. I play a lot of different games. I play poker, I play chess. Any strategic-minded game, I am all about it. And part of it is, making calculated risks. Now, I get a kick out of it. I love it. And I've lost a lot of games because of it, too. But I think to beat these high-level guys, you're going to need to make a hard call or go off your gut. And that's just a philosophy that I go by. Clearly, I think fundamental play is important, but there's a time in a game where you got to make a choice. And I reserve the right in every game that I play to make a pretty gnarly call based off of what I'm feeling. So it is what it is, and let's watch this game. So let's go here. Hold on, let me stop that. All right, so standard stuff here. I like to scout the center piece because I have been burned a lot of times on just someone coming down and getting an early advantage with, maybe taking a major or even a colonel from time to time. Some people will put a general or marshal in the front, and I'm tired of having that happen out of the gate. So I'm always scouting a front piece. Let's keep going here. All right. I brought my spy up early, which is something, I mix. I rarely play the same game twice, meaning my philosophy, how I move, how aggressive, passive, whatever will change, even my setups. I rarely repeat. And this day I decided to bring the spy up early, just, once again, keep things different and exciting. So that's what I did. All right, pick that up, pick that sergeant up. All right, now I could have exchanged, but I was actually kind of hoping he would hit the scout. Frankly, I should have moved the scout up, but by leaving it there, I thought I might entice him to take it, and then I could maybe get up that major. And I'm okay with giving up the colonel early, the information early. Surely better than giving up the information of a gen or marshal. Let's keep going. So I'm just trying to feel things out here. Exchange in the center there. Captains go bye-bye. The major leaves, and now I'm bringing up my gen early, which is something, I don't make a habit of, but for this game I decided I was going to play aggressive, and that's what happened. Okay, so let's get some info. Right now, I'm down that 6. I get the scout back there, and I don't hate that he knows that. All right, decide to pop that. Okay, move that up there. Now, once again, I'm playing a little aggressive. I'm not going to let that come down. I knew that was a garbage piece, and I'm happy to pick up that minor right there. He already knew what that was. He tried to push me off. I am not easily pushed, for all you people looking to play me. Please test me. I'll test you back. All right, so I bring up my... let's go backwards for a second. I hate when I push the wrong button there. All right, so I bring up my marshal. I've got my gen and my marsh in the front, plus the spy. I was doing it. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm stoked on that. Sucked up another scout. Now I bring it out because I just want to bury it. And a lot of times guys will forget, maybe not in the higher levels, but everybody's prone to a memory error, so why not put that on your repertoire of moves to win a game, right? So I brought it in, parked it, bring this out as a baby bluff. You know, he has no clue what that is. And he's not going to insta hit. Or maybe he would, but I felt like I was just going to do what he just did to me. And I know he doesn't want to go down a piece, so I put that up there. Now I'm moving my miner once again, my move miner, and parking it there. Just because I didn't have anything really great to do, so I might as well just start shuffling a little bit. Now he's coming down on that right side, and he's pulling back. All right, we're just scouting. I'm hoping to get up a piece here. All right, now he discovered that, and that kind of changes things a little bit. You lose opportunity when they discover a major piece like that, because what happens is that they start to shuffle pieces around to accommodate and or confuse you, and they have the info. You don't. So most of the time, guys do not have stuff in the right place. And if you're going to get the initiative, you have to make a decision. All right? Just remember that. All right, so I'm coming over here, and I'm trying to figure out. So he discovered my marshal. And what's the one piece people generally start to move after that? They start moving their general. Okay, so he discovered my marsh, and he's trying to free his general to get weaknesses, okay? This looks like a pretty weak spot based off of the fact that, these are all moving pieces. Consider if it's not an exchange, he could pick up one or two pieces, right? If I didn't have my gen over here. Let's keep going. So we're just playing patsy here. I took it because I'm thinking his 2 is on this side based off of, it could be this piece. That's what I was thinking. Or this piece. Or even this piece. But I come in, I take it. Now, all right, now I'm up that 6, which just, if you're a chess player or played these, some other games like this, if you get an advantage in material, you want to maintain it. Now, it doesn't always work out that way, of course, but it does give you a little bit of freedom and an advantage. And if you can play it right, it puts a lot of pressure on your opponent. All right, so he moves it. I'm very stoked about that because clearly it's not his marsh. And that puts me in a position to do some damage if my assessments are correct. I need to know what that is. Bam! I loved finding that general. That makes it very difficult for him to sneak up on a piece over here. And, let's keep going and we'll break it down as we go. He's coming in. I immediately come over and insta-hit, and I'm up another piece. I was thinking that might have been his spy. And it wasn't, but let's keep going. Now, I'm just going to play that game for a minute. Now, his spy could be anywhere. It could be here, could be here, could be any of these pieces. So just because their gen is in one location doesn't mean their spy will be there either. But it just seems like, 60, 70% of the time it is. So those are good numbers to play with. Let's go ahead. Now, I push up on that piece immediately. Let's see what he does. He's not moving. Now, when he pushes that up, to be honest, that screamed marshal to me. It really did. Now, let's find out if I was correct. So I bring over this, and I scout it. I like that scout because that piece is essentially kind of stuck. I can do a lot of things here. So let's see what happens. He scouts. I press on it. Now, I definitely don't think that this piece is the spy. because he moved it up when I brought the gen over to protect this piece. It didn't make sense to me that that one is the spy. This one, a center, I I didn't feel it either, and I made a decision here, kind of a nutsy move, and I go, and I was right, and so I'm like, okay, so this is, I believe that is the marsh. Bam, and it is. So that's a great feeling. I know you Stratego players love it. Don't tell me you don't. When you call a piece and you're correct, it feels fantastic, and I live for those moments. So I try for a lot of that. All right, let's keep going. Now he's coming in. I bring that up. I bring up my colonel because frankly I don't want him to take this captain here, and I don't want to. I want to keep any advantage that I have, and right now I've got a couple. Now he brings over, easy exchange. I'm going to bring back my gen and go after this stuff. I'm trying to make him to make a decision. Now, crazy part is he could lotto my flag right now, which sucks, but that's a hard, maze to navigate for him. It could be anywhere. So I relied on the fact that he is a high level player, and most high level players they'll be conservative until they have to be wild, and they're just not generally just going to start lottoing. Especially this game isn't over yet. He's okay. He's down, but it's definitely not over. Let's keep going. All right, I push him away. I push him to the side I want him to go to, so I take away that lottoing chance. So let's move there. I want to save that. He's coming in. I'll take that piece any day of the week, as my good friend Silver Hammer would say. All right, we'll exchange again. Now he went up on that captain, and hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. And sorry about that. And let's see what goes on here. All right, he's coming down. I need to see what this is, and I have a pretty good idea. All right, now this is kind of a key part. This is something I love to do in mid, and even in the opening, is bring up an early miner. Now, yeah, a lot of times it gets snagged, but if you can hit a bomb in what looks like a tripod or a potential tripod and open it up, that puts a lot of pressure on your opponent if his flag happens to be there or is nearby, because he's got to exchange, and then you can find out information on another piece and so on and so forth. So let's keep going. So I bring this up, or let's go here. All right, he takes. I'm like, that sucks. And I clearly forgot that captain up here had moved, and I'm, just an idiot move on my part, but it is what it is. Move. All right, so he pushes the wrong way, and I guess he didn't know. Once again, that's why you bring up an 8 early sometimes, because they can't place it. He thought he might go down another piece, or give that advantage, even make it even more so. So he moved the other way, which allowed me to move up here, and I immediately take. Now I dig it because one, I found the miner. And then if he takes back, I'll have information on another piece. And if I did open it up, his flag's exposed. So that piece on the end file behind this sergeant, behind the 7 here, I'm already suspecting as a possible flag. So it is on my radar, and I'm already looking down and seeing my scout here. And I'm like, if I can open this up, I'm going to hit that, just to see. Let's go. All right, I move over, and now I've cleared that piece out of the way just by doing that. Okay, and I can kind of dictate the tempo to scout that file when things are right for me. All right, I move over just to clear it again. Now it's a half open file. Now he's looking to scout, and I'm like, all right, so we're about to just go at it. He's got the captain advantage. I hate that. And if he goes up another one, that puts a lot of pressure on me. Even though I have the major, that's a lot of captains. So I'm going to try to be as aggressive as he is in this position. And let's go. Now he's going to see that, and already takes it. Now that puts me. I got to start moving here and making good decisions and keep this pressure going. All right, I get that, which is nice. All right. And I'm not quite sure. I guess he wanted to escape that badly, and I'm not quite sure why he did. He wanted to test to see if I had a piece to beat it, because that could have easily been an 8 or a 6 or anything above it, and he would get away, and that would be difficult for me. So he made a mistake there, but I'll take it. All right. Now, in my mindset is to I have these kind of blocked off, the 3 and the 4 stopping it, and I have my 6, which I can bring down. I know this 7 is protecting it, so he can't stop a 6 attack. And judging by that, hold on one second. Alexa, stop. Sorry about that. Now, he doesn't like it. He can't bring his colonel down because my 2 is posted up in the center, and he immediately brings his general over. At this point, my spider senses are tingling. He doesn't want me going over there. That's how I interpreted that defensive move. He could have left his 2 there, and I probably would. Well, he knew I was coming anyway, so he kind of had to. But if there was any other piece in the vicinity that he could have used, but he couldn't, because his 3 was trapped, so he had to start this chain of events. So let's keep on going. I'm bringing the 6 now. He exchanges, and I'm coming in hot. Now, this is when I really start to go, all right, he does not like this. So I get this down there. At this point, this is where it all sets up. I moved. Let's go back a move. I'm like, all right, if he moves the 3, if we exchange, then that's open, and he can't stop the 6 with the 7. I am committed on this spot. If not, I'm going to just have to run up a 5. I still have my 4 over here, and I got plenty of minors to hit whatever's over here. So I feel actually really strong. I managed to get him out of my setup because he was posted up down here. Because of the aggressive play, it forced him to remove all of his pieces back to his own, and I have the advantage now. He knows it, and I know it. All right, let's go. So I line the scout up. It's a little bit like a rook in chess. You're trying to control this. Now, he may or may not know, but it's a stressful point of the game, and sometimes people just kind of space out. Also, he'd be like, if I don't defend it, then he might not think it's my flag. So he's probably got that mindset as well, but that's not going to deter me from hitting that piece with almost anything. Here we go. So let's go back. At this point, if I move my 3 over, he just takes, blah, blah, blah. There's an exchange. So I try to come up with something a little crafty. I'm going to move my 6 back, because what that does is if he hits, then it opens up this file, and I get my shot right down there. If he doesn't take, then I can escape it and save it. Maybe, there's a lot of things I could do with hit another piece, take a piece. So he doesn't want that to eat. So he goes, I'll get a piece, we exchange, and at least he gets a 6 back. That is his mindset, I guarantee it. So I move there, and he takes. And boom, there it is. Let's look at that one more time. It was so beautiful. He takes with the colonel, opening up the file. I get the flag. Now, that's a good feeling. You guys know it. Every Stratego player loves to scout the flag, especially after an exchange like that. Anywho, I hope this video was helpful in any way as any beginner. If you're, hopefully you can find some info that works for you from this video. Keep kicking ass, guys. I'll be looking for you on Strategos and the Stratego site, and hope to see you on there, and hope to beat you on there too. You have a great day, everybody.